We've had a good year in Indonesia, but now I think it's time to think about the serious business of winning the AFC. And that is why we have come to Japan to begin our attempt to win the Asian Championship. And so we have travelled the 3,000 miles or so to be here at Hiroshima. Our Japanese adventure begins here. Let's go and kick some balls. Hello and welcome back to Rocking All Over the Globe in what I think is Part 7, Season 2. I might be wrong, but I'm going to call it Season 2 because seasons are different here in Japan to what they were in Asia. So we will be updating the front cover and calling it Season 2 from now on. I do believe that the season starts at the end of February and finishes at the end of November. So given that we are currently in May, we probably are halfway through Season 2. I really have no idea. Do not quote me on this. But here we are, and we begin our Japanese adventure today. And we have been offered a job here at Hiroshima. And Hiroshima, who I think are underperforming at the moment, they are in 17th place in the J1 League. They've played 13 and have 14 points. I would like to change their fortunes now and get them as high up the table as we possibly can. And in terms of the season preview, we are predicted to finish in 8th. So we are dreadfully underachieving at the moment. But in terms of the squad, it is a very, very small squad that we have. And if we highlight all of these players, you can see that we just have a squad of 20. And that is not big enough. We do have 5 foreigners in the squad. That is the maximum that we are allowed. But one of the problems that we have in the squad is that we do not have enough homegrown players. There are a number of young players in the reserves and the under-18s. And in particular, we have a particularly good goalkeeper who is out on loan. 19-year-old, very promising goalkeeper with 5-star ability. We also have 16-year-old Hiroki Tadoda. He is a striker, 5-star potential. Keisuke Yamada, who is 16 years old, a midfielder, attacking mid, has a 5-star potential. Soro Yokoyama, he is a central defender with 5-star potential. A left back with 5-star potential. The list goes on. We do have a very, very good reserve squad, and hopefully we are going to be able to develop some of those players and make them first team players. We need to get 3 or 4 players into the side, into the squad, who have been developed at the club. It's a very, very big thing in Japan, I believe, and so we need to make sure we've got a good representation of our own players in our squad. And in terms of the tactics, I think we've worked out how they want to play. They are pretty good at passing the ball. They're not great dribblers. They probably are not going to be the best pressing team in the world. But I think that their strength lies in their ability to control possession. And so what we've set them up to do is we are going to play a very controlled possession tactic. We're going to dribble less, be more disciplined. We are not going to counter-press, and we are going to hold our shape. We want to just completely control the game and be very careful in transition. We don't want to be giving away chances when the opposition turn the ball over. And out of possession, we are going to play with a high press and a high defensive line, at least to begin with. And I think that if we try to play the game in their half of the pitch, that's probably going to be the best idea. We want to be positive. We want to take the game to them. And just because we're not counter-pressing, we are going to trigger press quite hard, prevent the short goalkeeper distribution. So we're going to take them on in their half of the pitch. A tentative plan, at least at the moment. And we will be playing 2 games today. We will be at home to Kobe, and then we will be away at Kashima in the J1 League. And our adventure is about to begin. We will also bring you highlights of what happened in the second leg of the Indonesian Cup final between Persik and Persib. And hopefully we will be bringing you highlights of a Persib victory. We got them to the final. We won 2 trophies out of 3 with them. Can they make it 3 out of 3 without me? They have a 3-1 lead. And we will bring you the highlights of the second leg once it has happened in a few days' time. In terms of the form of this team at the moment, form has picked up a little bit. It's been a little bit hit and miss. When they began the season, they started quite well, but there have been far too many draws for my liking, and if they had turned some of those draws into victories, they perhaps would not be in the position that they're in now. They slipped a little bit at the beginning of April, the end of March, the beginning of April, and they lost 4 out of 5 games, but they have picked up of late, and I want them to build on that. I think that we can go through the rest of the season doing extremely well and make even a bid for a championship place. It's a long shot that we can make it to the AFC this season, of course, but we'll give it our best shot. But I think now we should go and get straight on with the game. We have to get the team ready for this home game against Kobe. Kobe, who are doing very well. They are in 3rd place. This is going to be a tough game. I hope that we can get off to a really good start, a winning start. Let's go and kick some balls. And so let's run through the team sheet for the game today, and we will be at home to Kobe. And this is going to be quite difficult with me, so bear with me. We do have in goal, we have Osako in goal with Matsuda, Nduka, Sasaki and Shichi at the back, with Notsuda, Koizumi, Kashawi in midfield, with Ezequiel, Mitsuta and Satriao up front. I'm not quite sure how I did with that, but Japanese football is going to be a tough one for me. Let's go to this match. Let's see if we can't get a victory here. I would love to get off to a winning start, and I'm going to tell them it's important we make use of our home advantage. I got faith in you boys. You are a good team. You're just underperforming. Now let's go out there and get some results. Control possession, which we are doing at the moment, and just play some decent football, pass it around, and then hopefully we'll nick a goal and we'll get the 3 points here today and get us off to a winning start. And here is Sasaki. He finds, who is that? I can't see who that is. It's Koizumi. Koizumi inside to Ezequiel. Ezequiel into the box. We have a chance and we have scored. And it is Sotirio who has put us a goal ahead. It is 1-0 to Hiroshima. That's the start we wanted. Unfortunately, the referee is checking VAR. Is it going to be a disallowed goal to begin? The goal is awarded. We are a goal up, and nice to see us getting off to a good start. We just need to hold on to it now, and maybe we're going to have to play with the line at some point in this game and reduce the high line to hold on to this. But we've got off to a good start, and that's all we can ask from this team. We do know they're not good dribblers, they're not very good at pressing, but they are a decent passing team, and that's what we've decided to do. We've set them up to be able to pass the ball, and we have picked the ball up at the back here, and here is Sasaki. Sasaki finds Kazumi. He finds Ezequiel. We have told them to play out of the back. Defensively, we do have some good passers of the ball at the back. And here is Koizumi. We have some decent passers of the ball in midfield too. So playing out the back is a gamble for this team, but we'd like to give it a try. And here is Mitsuta. He's bursting through. He has a chance and fires it over the crossbar. And it is at the moment Hiroshima 1, Kobe 0. I need to check we are in key highlights, which we are. And so the game progresses as we are coming up to 30 minutes. Everything is on track. We are controlling the game. We have 70% of the possession. We've created most of the chances. We need to get another goal. It would be good to get another goal if we can, so that we can relax a little bit. But playing high, pressing them, playing the game in their half of the pitch as Mitsuta. He goes down the right. He looks for Matsuda. Matsuda to Mitsuta. Mitsuta into Ezequiel. Ezequiel turns. He looks inside. We have another chance. It's another goal. But this time I think he's going to be given offside. It did seem to me that Sotirio looked offside in that instant. Is it going to be awarded? The goal has been disallowed. He did look offside to me in that instant, and we weren't going to get away with that one. It was the left back, Shichi, who fed him in. But unfortunately, he just went a second or two early, and it was offside. At the moment, we are doing extremely well. We're controlling the game. I need to tell them that. I need to tell them that I'm happy with how we've dominated possession. This is what I wanted to do. And if we can stop Kobe from having the ball, then we will stop them from scoring. And that's what we've done so far. But here come Kobe, and it's the second half. thing again, isn't it? Where teams suddenly up their game in the second half, just after the half-time whistle. But it's a very well defended, and here is Ezequiel, and it was very well defended because I thought we'd given away a penalty. And here is Kazumi. He finds Shichi to Ezequiel on the left, turns inside, looks for Kazumi. Kazumi to Shichi, very advanced position. Can he find someone in the box? And that is a great opportunity. It goes over the crossbar. What an opportunity that was. We just need to be focused now. Are we going to suffer from this tale of two halves syndrome, which FM24 seems to have? We are still controlling the ball. We're still the better team on the day. But 1-0 is never enough. We need another goal. We're passing it around quite beautifully. We're into space again, and he's put it wide again. And this is what makes me think this game could well end in a draw. If we can't hold on to this, it could even end in a defeat. We've got to get this second goal. As Mitsuda, he looks forward again, but turns, finds Notsuda. He looks for Koizumi. That's lovely passing as Mitsuda, and there's the chance. That's the goal. Sotirio has made it 2-0. That one is going to count. We have passed them off the pitch. It has to be said. We have simply outpassed them and playing this lovely controlled football. And it always does pay to go through the squad comparison at the beginning to find out what they are good at. We knew this was a good passing team. We knew they were not good dribblers. We knew they were probably not going to be great at counter-pressing. And we have done extremely well. I think it's time to make some changes now. And so we have made a few changes, and we have done very, very well against third place Kobe here today. We've just controlled the football, and that's all it needed. If you stop the opposition from having the ball, then you've every chance of winning the match. And here is Tono bursting down the right. He's not familiar at playing in that right wing role. We are going to have to build a team, a squad. And there's another lovely pass. And here's a chance. It's 3-0. And Mitsuda has drilled one in from distance. What a strike that was. This team have responded well to my appearance here at Hiroshima. And we are 3-0 up now. I think it's game over. It was a lovely, lovely bit of play. And from distance, Mitsuda just rifled it in off the post. It is now Hiroshima 3. Kobe 0. We are in control of this game, and hopefully that will take us up the table a little bit now and put us around about mid-table. That will be nice, and we can start building on this. We do need to start looking at this team and start thinking about what players we need to bring in and what positions we do need to cover. It is a very small squad, and but well done there by Kim Kyu-min, who is playing come on at left back. He finds Koizumi over the top. Mitsu has a chance, and we had another chance. We should be 4-0 up now. We should be more than 4-0 up. But what a result this will be. Hiroshima 3, Kobe 0 at the moment. We are up to 13th, and we've done extremely well to get up the table now. And another chance, but no, here come Kobe looking to break on the counter. We do have to be careful that they will counter-attack, and we've given away a foul. Took one for the team there, and we are still 3-0 up. And I think it may be time to close the game down now, as Kobe are looking to come back into the game. We do have some tired players. I just struggling to find replacements that can come on for them, and the ball goes out of play. And I think we will look to make some changes here. And we have just realised that we don't have enough cover in several of these positions, and it's difficult. Maybe we're going to have to do some tweaking to the tactic a little bit as we look to try and get another goal. We've got a couple of players playing out of position. Piagbara is playing out of position as well as Tono. But there's just a few minutes left, and I think we should be able to survive while we have players out of position. Kim Kyu-min is at left back. He finds Kozumi. Kozumi's had a smashing game today. And here is Piagbora. He finds Hara. Mitsuha. And here is Piros. Piros is through, and Piros has made it 4-0. Or is it 5-0? It's 4-0 to Hiroshima. And what a lovely, lovely strike by Sotirio, who wants to be known as Piros. And Piros will be easier for me, so we will call him Piros. Mitsuma, beautiful pass. Piro through again and makes it 4-0. I think that's his hat-trick, and that is a perfect performance by Piros. And what a start. What a start. This team have risen to the challenge. And Kobe were in third place, and we've taken them apart. We've controlled possession, and that's what's been really important. Here is Tono looking to get down the right-hand side. Ball into the box. It's headed over the crossbar. I think, referee, we can have the full-time whistle now, and we have beaten Kobe by 4-0. We have absolutely annihilated them. It was a great performance from the boys. Well done, lads. And that is as good a start as you could hope to get. We have gone up to 12th, and if we can beat Kashimi in our next game, Kashima, who are in 5th, if we can beat them, then we can start looking like the team that we are supposed to be. So the next game that we are going to is I'm going to take a trip to Indonesia, to Persib, and we are going to watch the highlights of the second leg of the Indonesian Cup. Did we win all 3 trophies? Did they win the final without me? With me, we got a 3-1 lead. It should be home and dry for them. Let's go and find out what happened. And so the team for today against Kashami away is Nagoshi in goal. We have brought Nagoshi back from his loan. He does look like an outstanding goalkeeper. So he's going to make his debut today, 19 years old. And at the back we got Matsuda, Nduka, Sasaki and Sichi at the back, with Notsuda, Lee Dongguang and Ezequiel in midfield, with Kashawi, Mitsuta and Pirios up front. This is a game we could win, but we could equally lose this game as well. I'm taking a gamble playing this young goalkeeper. We've got to start playing these young players, and it is now that we have four of our youth team in the first team squad. And if you carry your performance last time into this game, you'll do well. They are a good team, Kashami, and we're going to have to be on our game again to win this. But we have made a good start, and although we have been pushed down the table a little bit, and we are currently in 12th, I would like to think we can get something out of this game, even if it's a point, and we can continue our challenge as we hope to win games and move up the table. We were in 17th when we've arrived. We're now in 12th. Get a point or three here, and we'll do extremely well. And I'm not quite sure who's in the blue. It is Hiroshima, and we are looking to get a chance, and we have scored. And Lee Dongguang has scored. I'm guessing he's a South Korean boy. I really don't know the squad at the moment, but it is at the moment Kashami 0, Hiroshima 1. We have made a very, very good start. We've caught them out. This short passing game, playing the game in their half, seems to be working out for us, seems to be working quite well, and we are doing extremely well at the moment. And we are a goal up, and let's hope we can build on that. It's been a very, very good start. And we do have a free kick outside the penalty area, and it's going to be Natsuda with the free kick. Can we conjure something here from the edge of the box? And it is a shot. It's hit the crossbar, and that was so unlucky from Natsuda. I think he caught them out. Everybody was expecting a cross, and we have been the better team at the moment. But we have to be very careful. The match momentum is turning as we come towards the final 15 minutes of the first half, and we've won the ball in midfield, but we've lost it again, and they do have a chance, and it's hit the post, and it's gone behind for a goal kick, and that's why we need to be very careful, and we need to make sure defensively we are solid, and that was poor at the back. And maybe against these bigger teams, perhaps playing out from the back is not a good idea. But at the moment, we are at half-time, and we are in the lead. And it is Kashami 0, Hiroshima 1. And you're doing well, boys. Keep working hard until full time. Just keep going. We can win this game, and they should tire. We shouldn't be getting tired as a team because we are not counter-pressing. We're not putting a great deal of effort into a high tempo, and so the team should stay fairly fresh as the game progresses. And here is Natsuda with a lovely pass to Ezequiel. Ezequiel looking to come inside. That's a nice pass all the way over to Kashiwa. He sends it back to Sasaki. Sasaki with the ball to Matsuda. Matsuda at right back. He finds Nduku. And passing it around, this is nice. This is what I wanted us to do, but that's a poor pass. That should be the goalkeeper's. But that's what I wanted us to do. Control possession. That wasn't the greatest of passes that I've ever seen. And we need to be doing a little bit better than that, holding the ball, and that's nice. And it comes to Ezequiel. Ezequiel coming inside, looks for a pass, and there's Masuta. Masuta scored. It's 2-0 now. The referee is checking VAR. I think the linesman had his flag up very, very quickly. I've got a funny feeling this one is good. We've had a few poor decisions on VAR. I think this one is good. He was onside. We are 2-0 up. We have played teams in 3rd and 5th in our first 2 games, and we are beating them. And this team is good. It needed a system. Maybe we found the system, this short passing game that we've designed for them. Playing the game in the opposition half, though, and using the trigger press rather than the counter press to put pressure on them. We are now 2-0 up, and we are doing extremely well. And boy, oh boy, I was not expecting this start. As Lee Dongguang, he looks to drive a free kick, and it goes just over the crossbar. We are the better team. We deserve to be winning, and if we can just hold on now, we will take the 3 points here, and we will move up the table. Time to make some changes. And so we have made a couple of changes. We've made a few changes. We're not going all out and making our changes in one go. We do have another tired player. Natsuda is very tired. I think it's time to make our final 2 changes. And so we have made the final two changes. We are moving into the final few minutes of this game. And it looks like we are going to beat Kashumi. And we have beaten them by 2-0. What an absolutely fabulous performance. And that sound you hear is people writing us off, boys. And you've gone and done it. And we have moved up to 10th now. We have 20 points from our 15 games. We are putting the pressure on the top 5, and we are just 4 points now behind the top 5. Can we make a push and get into the top 10 in the next episode? That is going to be what we want to do. And we have done extremely well, and we have to move on now. In our last 5 games, our form has recovered. We have won 2 in our first session here at Hiroshima. I'm going to move on now until probably the transfer window opens or closes. I'm really not sure what is actually going on here in terms of the transfer window. I think it's due to open at some point. We will come back. We'll move on a little bit, probably a month or so, and then we will come back and we'll let you know where we are. I'm still getting used to this, and so it's been a good start, but there is a lot to learn in this Japanese league. And so that's it for this episode. As usual, if you are brand new to the channel and you like FM content and you love to see people suffer playing this game, well, I can tell you, you are definitely in the right place. So why not subscribe, like, watch, comment, do all that good stuff. Help the channel to grow and help us to support the very good work of the British Heart Foundation. And I am a very, very content manager. I was not expecting 2 victories today. I was hoping we might get 4 points. We've done better than that. We've got 6 points. We've scored 6 and not conceded. I think we've set them up in a very nice way. All that remains to be said now is stay safe, take care, and we'll see you in the next episode.